Charlotte, welcome back to Perth. Second year in a row here. How are you feeling?
Yeah, we're excited. We obviously had a great time last year. We played really well here last year, so we're excited to get back in front of the Australian public and our friends and family and play again this weekend.
Last year, obviously, you fell in the final. When you've got a home event and you lose in the final like that, does it add a bit more motivation to come back and win it this year, maybe compared to if you lost a final overseas?
Yeah, I think so. Like, we haven't won a home tournament for a fair while now, so we definitely have like our eyes on winning. We want to win every tournament we play, but it definitely is, I guess, important for us to try and perform well at home. We don't get many opportunities to do so, so we do want to, just play our best, have fun, and hopefully that ends in a good result.
I guess it's a chance for you guys to perform in front of friends and family as well.
Yeah, which we obviously don't get to do as well very often because we play overseas a lot. So I know a lot of our friends and family have come over. A lot of us have grew up on the East Coast. So I guess for our friends and family, it's great for them to also get a nice trip in to Perth and enjoy Western Australia too.
Obviously, this is the first Sevens series since the Olympics. Now you've had time to, I guess, decompress and kind of reflect upon it. Does it add that extra drive for the next 3 years to make amends?
I think, like, obviously the group that we have now is very different to the team in Paris, but hopefully we just like learn a lot throughout that process, and there's things you can take away to make us better people and players, but we kind of don't really focus on it too much. We've all moved on, and there's a lot of fresh faces in the team that weren't even around in Paris, so getting them as much game time and opportunities out there is also equally as important as, I guess, the older girls.
It's obviously a big year for you, not just in sevens, but you're going to be lining up for the Reds as well in the Super Rugby Women's. How exciting is that?
I'm pumped. I'm like a very proud Queenslander. I think State of Origin's like my favourite time of year. So to be able to like be a part of the Queensland Reds team and the coaching staff and the girls up there already have been so welcoming, and we're really looking forward to being able to play alongside them to spend more time at home as well, which will be really nice.
Have you spoken to the coaches about what role you might be playing on the field?
A little bit. Like, we have trained with them for a week, and then we'll go back after Vancouver. But we sort of have to like also work around the girls that are already there training hard, and we'll probably just try and slide in where we can. But I'm assuming I'll play at like 10, 15 or something along those lines.
How hard is it to juggle that preparation with your sevens prep as well?
It's been okay so far. Like, when we were at 15s, we obviously have a lot to learn, and that was the major focus, but we still, like, the coaching staff are communicating a lot around what we need to do and making sure that we get what we need both in terms of 15s and 7s performance prep.
Your first fixture is against China. They're a team that's sort of been rising in the last few years, and the sport's really growing there as well. What do you know about Team China?
Like, obviously at the Paris Olympics they had a great campaign over there, and I feel like they've just taken, like, in the last 18 months, their game to a whole nother level. We also played them in Dubai recently, so we've got a little bit of experience against them. But yeah, like you said, the game's just growing. They have really great coaches as well that have been working alongside them. So just like I think team from where it was like 2 years ago to now is just like improved so much.
Physicality is probably not one of their strongest suits, but what do you know about their strategics or their assets on the field?
I think they have really great ball skills. Like, they seem to move the ball really well, and they actually have a fair bit of speed. So obviously our team sort of prides ourselves on those two things too. So I think it'll be a really good matchup.
And sport is a universal sort of language. How, I guess, nice is it to see the sport that you love so much grow in a country that's not traditionally sort of rugby playing country?
I think for us, like, rugby is just such a global game, and that's really the point of difference that we have as a sport and makes it so unique and special. And I think something that I truly love about the game is that you meet friends from all over the world by just playing sport against them. So I think, there's like so many times that sport can bring us all together, and we can, unite over something that we all love.
And playing at home, do you have any sort of pre-game rituals or anything, any meals that you specifically look forward to as well when you come back home to Australia?
Not really. I'm not very superstitious, so I sort of just go with the flow. But it is nice being at home, I guess, like, and just being like used to what your surroundings are.
And just quickly as well, well. Obviously, part of the reason you're playing Super Rugby Women's is there's a chance of a Rugby Women's World Cup berth. What would it mean to represent your country at both a World Sevens Grand Final series and a Rugby World Cup this year?
Yeah, it would be incredible. I think like the opportunity that we have in front of us, and not just for ourselves personally, but for rugby in Australia, it's huge for us to be able to go into a market like the UK and play at a Rugby World Cup. Like the game is absolutely booming over there, and I think just the opportunity that we have to be able to play in front of those crowds and in front of the people there, and hopefully just like grow the game back here in Australia is really important. So yeah, we're really looking forward to playing Super W and then hopefully having the chance to make the Wallaroo squad.